And boys, we are back here with another Madden video. Today, what I got for y'all is going over some of my favorite offensive playbooks in the game. Eventually this year, we'll be tier ranking every single offense and defense. I wanted to start off this year by showing you guys stuff that I like in the game. And also I wanted to focus a little bit more like off meta stuff. So I'm not really going to be going over a ton of Dolphins playbook stuff. And also Colts offense that is kind of the same as last year, double post. We already have videos on that. You can find them on the channel last year. A lot of the same stuff is still good. But I want to focus on some of the new stuff that got added this year. So we're going to go ahead and start it off with the first offense I was in. We're going to take a look at the Seattle Seahawks offense.
Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order.
Offense as a whole is very similar to the Alabama playbook in college football. So if you like that, you'll like this playbook as well. And they have some nice under center runs, like the deuce close is actually pretty solid in the red zone. And that's what I would run in this playbook. You also have the I form close as well with the stretch that is good in the red zone. And just an overview of the shotgun stuff before we get into like the specific stuff that I really like. You have like the motion RPO peak zone bubble like you do in the spread playbook in the split twins offset. You have some really annoying RPOs as well in the gun deuce. You have some jet touch passes. Again, a lot of college stuff in this offense, right? Tackle over, if you've been watching MCS, you know, this is a little bit broken. You also have a pretty good trips tight end as well. I didn't run the trips tight end a ton. You have a good QB zone though, like you can run the red zone. Pretty cool if you want to get your quarterback involved in the run game. You have some speed options in this playbook as well. You also have some really nice plays in bunch wide flex. This normal flex snug, this all or the switch seams play is actually pretty interesting. You also have empty tray stack as well. So you have a lot of stuff in this playbook, but the one thing I didn't talk about that I really like is the bunch tight end. The reason why I like this bunch tight end, let's talk about it. We have slot option, the off tackles, a really good run. We have whips, triple out, PA verticals. It's really those big four plays right here. Now, what I think is cool about this offense is you can one play touchdown every single defense, which you can go up against like a cover four drop. And I'm going to respot the ball real quick. What I liked about the slot option play was the fact that this like post route to DK right here, the outside receiver, we're just going to do like whatever with our BA receiver, but this post just gets in the greatest spot you'll ever see. Like it gets in that sweet spot below the deep blues and above like the yellow zones, right? That's something that's really nice. So if we combo that with something that this is a really hard play to defend, because also tight end corners get in a really good spot too. I forgot Sauce had an ability right there. I'm used to Ultimate Team. My bad, kind of had to pause there for a second. But yeah, if they don't have like mid zone or deep out right there, you're fine. But yeah, this is actually a really challenging play to stop, because this post route, yeah, they can user that, but you also have things you can now work. Again, we can run like a mesh concept like this underneath that, and it's really hard to deal with, man. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. This post route is money. That's why I like to play. Now, besides that, you have a cover 3 and a cover 4 beater and triple out, which how you set that up is we streak our wide receiver right here. We put X on a comeback. We block the running back, and what you're going to see right here is B is going to get wide open versus a cover 4. Also can work against the cover 3, but did you see that right there? That 3-man rush, gonna need time to set this up. For me, this is why it wasn't my main offense, because I get a little too one play touchdown happy with triple out and also PA verticals. PA verticals right here is a great play for cover 2 and cover 3, because PA verticals on the other hand can one play touchdown cover 3 and cover 2, which we can go up against cover 3 right here, and we can just put our running back on an end route, just streak this B receiver, and what you're gonna see is Y is gonna get open. But again, you see the issue. I think we see Y open right there, but the sheds in this game, it's just, you're not really going to get time for this. So this time right here, though, can we get time? Can we navigate the pocket? Can we throw it on the run to JSN? You see how difficult that was, though? Yes, it can one play cover 3, but don't rely on this play for that. Like, the main purpose of PA verts is to one play everything. That's why it's a lot better in college than it is this game. Like, you can do some other stuff, like you can custom sim like a curl route and make stuff work. It's just you will get shedded running this play. Now, besides that, though, of course we have whips. Now, what is so great about this is the fact that you have 2 now unique routes on the field. Not every quarterback gets Howard Master. You're not going to get whip routes or zig routes on receivers, and this is just a unique route in the game, a tight end whip. Now, one of my favorite concepts and trips that kind of works with this as well is doing something like this right here, where we're attacking the right sideline, but we also have this B route in the middle of the field right here, and the user is gonna have to respect that. You can kind of run this like dig, return, and bunch as well, where maybe we do something kind of like this right here, where we have a post route going over the middle of the field, and we just want the user to have to choose between the whip route and the post, trying to hit the right sideline. So yeah, a lot of things you can do in the Seattle bunch tight end. Now we have a similar theme. The Minnesota Vikings offense right here is also really good. And this is something that is actually very similar with like the deuce close and some of the under center stuff. I am more of a shotgun player myself, so I'm not going to spend a whole time with the under center, but overview of the shotgun as a whole has some really cool plays in tight Y off, like deep crossers, double shots with like some inverted zigs from the tight end, from the slot receiver. Really cool formation right here. Tight Y off week has one of my favorite plays in slot cross, which I'm sorry, this deserves its own spotlight, because if you guys have been following the channel or the college football channel, you should know I love the play called zig under, and this play is essentially just like that, where if we just do something like this, the crosser and the zig route gonna get so much space, man. It's beautiful, man. Love that play. So I like to tight Y off. I like to tight Y off weak, but now there's some other cool stuff in this playbook as well, like in the tight open. I like bench return. I like the verticals, but we're back here with the bunch tight end. But this is a little bit different, man, because we already talked about triple out. You have the RPO now. You still have PA verts. You have curl flat corner. Now, what's the difference between this and Seattle? Well, Seattle had the PA slot corner play that had a really nice post. This bunch tight end right here is offering you some of the cheat motion stuff, but we're actually going to get started right here with PA boot over, because one of the coolest things you can do this year is you can custom stem this delay route, which if you've played Maddens in the past, does this look familiar? So we can go ahead, cancel the play action right here. Delay fades are back, baby. Delay fades are back. Now, it doesn't work like that all the time. Sometimes he'll insta release off the line of scrimmage, but man, oh man, does this look a little familiar for the boys? If it does, yeah, that's something cool you can do with PA boot over. Now, besides that, let's talk about the cheat motion plays. So this play is like weird. Like, look at this TJ Hawkinson route. You can custom sim it up or down, but like just watch the way he runs in particular right here. Like, I don't really care about anything else. Look at this. Like, he just literally does a spin in the middle of the field. I don't know who that's fooling. The reason you would call this play is you want to take advantage of this Y route, which I would recommend custom simming it all the way down. And it's an inverted zig. So something we could do is also motion J Jettas on a post right here. And this should get the separation that we kind of want. Again, like, make the user choose between the zig or the inverted zig and that route right there. So that's something you could do too. Besides that, we have the cheat H out right here. And I wouldn't run this for the cheat motion. You run this because you get a zig route right here to X, and you also get a running back angle, which in bunch tight end, you can also motion this guy out like this. So you can snap him like that and boom. So yeah, I know he played that, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of the spacing and why we would call that. So I think that play right there is amazing. Also, you basically get verticals right here, which I would recommend going like this, restreaking the running back and just doing something like this right here. Now with this right here, we are playing like a cover 3 defense. There's time where we could like back shoulder what's called J Jettas, but that time we have Aaron Jones open, and it's just a good play to attack the seams. This time not on the bunch tight end side though. So you can throw something at them that they're not ready for, and that's why I like the Minnesota Vikings offense. Now we're going to go to the Baltimore Ravens offense, and really for this, like, the off meta of this playbook is runs. And yes, they have bunch, like they have clear out, they have a lot of popular bunch plays that we've talked about. Something I do want to show though is in this mesh spot. Something that I think is really cool is we can go ahead and custom stem this tight end right here to basically give him like a wide tight end wheel, and we can kind of just make double posts at home. Now it's not double post entirely, but, you know, it's double post at home, man. You know, double post at home. Here we go. Put B in a spot where he can one play cover 3 and also get over the yellow zones. Like, you can cook something up like that. And what I think is nice is having 2 tight end bunch personnel audibling over to this formation right here. The U off trips, my bad. And one of these 2 runs should work first basically every defense. And one of the most popular defenses we are playing right now is this double mug, and this power absolutely torches this defense. I mean, we get a convoy out in front, and if you have a quarterback like Lamar, we're out of there. And we can keep running that over and over and over and over and over again. So I feel like this is one of the best ways to deal with the current meta. Like, as long as you follow your blocks. I know Lamar has fast break, but I promise you, I was running this with, I'm not kidding, my quarterback was blue stamina. I was running this with Mac Jones getting 10 yards a pop versus meta defense versus LT, everyone on Ultimate Team. Like, this run destroys mid blitz. And of course, is there going to be times where they get a random shed, a random disengage? Yes. Like, did you see that play right there? Kind of how it happened on cue? Yes, that's just kind of the run game this year, but this is a run that I am very confident in will get you yardage first mid blitz, man. It definitely will. So I love that. It also works really well first dollar as well. Now we're going to go ahead and go to 49ers offense. And this 49ers offense playbook is just so unique with some of the stuff you can do. Like close isn't bad. You get a lot of cool stuff out like the deuce close, a lot of the auto motion plays. Bunch X nasty has some really interesting plays as well. Same thing with the tight base flex. Like there's a lot of different things you can throw at your opponent in this formation. Also this doubles flex Y close. Another really good formation as well. My favorite one though is tight Y off right here. So tight Y off has the inside zone, the trap, the outside zone, jet touch pass, a read option. You can run the ball in this formation. You also have tight end corner, which I think is a great play. We'll talk about setting that up. The motion slot choice. We have motion slash wheel. And really, these were my favorite plays right here. And now, does this look a little familiar to you? It should, because we're essentially trying to recreate bunch verticals right here. We can put CMC on an in route or a flat right here with this motion slash wheel cross. And that's essentially what we're trying to do in tight Y off right here. We're essentially trying to create gun bunch verticals, right? And boom, have a little bit of pocket, bang, hit Juwan Jennings, touchdown. So we can create basically bunch verticals out of that. That's the reason we call that play. Now, tight end corner, you can try to hit the running back angle. The tight end's on a little bit of a deeper corner. My favorite route in the game, though, is the inverted zig. So I like a play like this right here, or potentially something like this right here, where we're essentially trying to hit the inverted zig in the middle of the field, right? And just try to create like a high-low middle of the field. One of my favorite concepts in the game. The post is there to distract the user. And yeah, I really like that tight end corner play. Now, besides that, we also have the motion slot choice. Now, what I think is really cool is if you come out in this play, Debo will stay right there no matter what. So now 3 receivers to one side of the field, and you could do something like a bunch setup where we have smash return. Like this right here, really popular play in bunch, can work the exact same way in tight Y off. Now we got a little like crazy pressure right there. We can even put CMC on a flat too if we want to clear out like everything for this inverted zig. Like there is a lot of different things you can do with this, and I'm kind of just scratching the surface with this offense. But yeah, you have the inside zone, you have the outside zone, you have a jet touch pass, you have a trap. Like this is a deep formation, and I feel like I'm not doing it justice by just like kind of skimming over it, because this is a really, really good offense. Now, another one of my personal favorites right here, we are going to the Las Vegas Raiders offense. Now, Las Vegas has a lot of like I-form close, I-form slot, again, stuff that has good runs that are either good for the red zone, or if you need them in a pinch, has I-form wing as well. Like they have a lot of stuff. They also have is they have a slot offset, which has some kind of unique plays that aren't in every single a slot. You could treat this like trips tight end as well. They have a pretty full Y trio weak as well, which this is a good formation. They also have the same bunch as the Dolphins, like this PA cheat motion, really, really good. If you've been watching any of the MCS stuff, they have dig return, bunch trail, mesh spot. They have flood, Y curl, bench pivot, verts. Like they have a pretty complete bunch as well. This is more the meta stuff in the playbook. Now, the reason I really like this playbook is because of the trip stuff. And I'm not even talking about trips tight end, even though again, they have a lot of the cheat wheel stuff that can just dumb out defenses, like the cheat clear out seam, the cheat flood drive. They have PA boot shot. They have the halfback angle. They have a stock angle route. The trips tight end offset weak right here has the RPO read bubble that is really hard to defend. But my favorite formation in this is trips tight end flex. Now, there's actually a lot to unpack with this right here. Motion Y post, hot take, one of the best plays in the game. Verticals, I feel like is kind of self-explanatory. Like if you've ever ran trips, just corner out that tight end, in route or flat the running back, boom, you get that. So we're not going to cover verticals. I'm sorry. I just feel like it's a little bit easier to explain. We have Y corner stop. I want to cover that play. And we also want to cover halfback angle. Now, we came out in motion post right here, but level sales just snap the ball fast this year is actually like really effective. And that's going to sound like one of the most body things I've ever said, but I'm not kidding. Snap that play fast. Just, it's like this invert, snap fast, like just throw something. It works. Just with how kind of dumb zones are, like it's actually really good. Now, we're just going to move on from that though. Motion Y post. I think this is the best play in the playbook and one of the best plays in the game. Now, there is a lot going on with this play. So first off, what are the unique routes on the play? You get a good fade from Devontae Adams. You see how it's kind of breaking out. We're going to go ahead and put a regular streak on him, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the fade. You see the difference? Kind of going out a little bit more, right? You have an inverted zig to Tucker, my favorite round of the game. You have the PA cheat motion with Myers right here, and you have like a short post to Bowers, which if we go ahead and put him on a post and say we try to stem that, he's not getting that angle no matter what we do. So this is a unique route. There's so many different setups with how you want to run this play, depending on what you think the defense is going to be in, depending on what you want to hit. One setup is you can just streak B right here. And if you think they're in cover 2 or potentially cover 3, cover 2, you could hit Devontae Adams on the outside. Cover 3, you could hit Jacoby Myers up the seam. And we can go ahead and hike this play right here. And they are in the cover 3, bang up the seam, works out like that. Other things you can do with this play, you could treat this kind of like verticals yet again, like out the gun bunch setting. And you can keep the inverted zig. I just streak the running back. And again, this is just something that a lot of people that run trips aren't really expecting to have to deal with that. And if they have man coverage like that, high ball freeform to the outside, we got an overthrow, but that can be completed. Gardner Minshew, not the best quarterback in the world. So yeah, you can just streak the running back right here, keep the auto motion and make a damn read. Oh, cover 2. Bang, sideline as well. So they can't run cover 2 to either side of the field, by the way, with this, which I think is really nice. Other things you can do with the play, you can do a simple slant post where we slant B and we flat Y. Like ton of different setups, man. This play is one of the best ones in the game. Again, just with how many unique routes you have, you can do so many different plays. We even talked about doing something like this right here, where again, we're trying to hit the inverted zig. And the Jets are screaming at me, but I think you guys see the vision for the play. All right, now besides that, after that, I want to talk about a halfback angle, which again, unique route in the play. We have the halfback angle. Now after that, we have halfback angle, which I like to custom sim down my tight end on a corner. And I also like to out route B and custom sim him up and basically kind of give him this type of depth right here, because there's a lot of defenses, he'll get into a really sweet spot where it's like you could hit him up the seam, but you could also throw him late on the sideline too. So I really like that route. So I think all that's really, really nice. And on top of that, we got a little something special right here. We have a potential cover 4 and cover 3 one play touchdown right here with Y corner stop. And I'm just going to go up against cover 4 because if it one plays cover 4, I think you'd realize, hey, one plays cover 3, right? And now all you have to do is put Y on a post, B on a streak. And this route right here to Bowers pulls every single deep zone. So as long as we can get a little bit of time right here, this is the one thing that we need. We need time. That was a cover 4. And that route right there pulls everything from Bowers. So we'll go ahead and run that again. Again, that's just a regular post to Tucker, by the way. This is a corner stop to A. And this is just, it's money, man. It is absolutely money. So I really like this trips tight end flex formation. It's kind of crazy. And the last playbook that I want to show off and talk about, again, these are just some of my favorite plays, some of my favorite concepts in the game. We're going to talk about Tennessee Titans offense. Titans offense, again, has some stuff under center that you can go to, whether you're in the red zone or you want to run the ball, right? They also have strong close as well, which is actually a really good under center passing formation. They have some of the stuff that we liked in the tight Y off week. They also have some cool plays out the gun doubles. They have bunch strong nasty, which is more of a meta formation. Trips tight end offset, we can run some of our trips combos out of this. Tight end flex has some of the plays we just went over, but really the reason you would run this is for the regular tight slots. There's really just 3 plays that I really love in this, and that's going to go ahead and be start off with PA shot post right here, which we can just go up against random defense. So PA shot post, why is this play good? Well, again, you have a unique route to Hopkins right here that we can custom sim down one time. This is a good post, and we can run things like slant post out of this, just like this. And this is one of the best combos in Madden every single year. Man or zone, it's a good play. One of the go-to plays where it's like, even if they're running double Mabel, whatever they're running, having some variation of slant post in your offense, you need it. So yeah, love me some slant posts. And again, we can just keep making reads on the defense. We can look to the flats first, but late we're looking for the slant or we're looking for the post. Tax the defense at 2 different depths right here. And again, we can go ahead and hit that, bang. So yeah, this is a power play right here. All right, so next play we got right here is drive switch. So drive switch, why would you run it? Well, unique routes on the play, tight end wheel, deep post. So if you want a potential one play touchdown, you want to do something like this right here, first like cover 3, deep post, corner route to pull. I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. Now, the other unique route though is the tight end wheel, which we can't custom sim up or down. What we can do is we can have a running back streak. We can repost B, do something like this right here. This is like an all-out seam type of play, which is really effective for like cover 3 and really like cover 3 double Mabel, right? So those are the 2 defenses that we're trying to attack. This isn't really a go-to play if they're playing a lot of yellow zones on the middle of the field, not really good versus man. It is like an all-out, like, okay, if you run cover 3, we'll have something open, okay? And the last play we have right here is corner goes. And again, one of my favorite routes in the game is an inverted zig. And just this combo right here, man, a post on the outside guy, a streak on the outside guy, and just look at the spacing between the inverted zig and the post route. Like, It's just money. It is just absolutely money. Combo that with the fact that you're playing a lot of man coverage. Also have another zig route on the field. Like this, in my opinion, is another one of the best plays in the game. With 2 simple hot routes, you can go ahead and just boom. Like it's a very simple play to read too. The spacing is amazing. I love this tight slots formation too. Those were some of my favorite offenses in Madden 25. Again, today wasn't focused on running the best offense. It was my personal favorite. Yeah, hopefully I was able to help you guys today. Hopefully you were able to pick something up. Hopefully I showed you guys a play that maybe can carry over to your favorite offense if these weren't one of your favorite offensive playbooks. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 25 content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use some of these offenses live, been streaming here on both YouTube and Twitch. Watch on the YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.